Hello and welcome to my channel where I explore all things arts and crafts related. Now in today's video I'm going to be taking a little trip down memory lane and I'm going to be revisiting a craft from my childhood. The one, the only, velvet art colouring boards. Do you remember these from when you were a kid? They usually consist of being about A3 in size. All of the black outlines were actually flocked, which gave a little bit of depth, which made it great for kids learning to colour within the lines. However, all these art boards only ever came with 3 pens, just 3. Some of my memories from a kid was that these pens were terrible. They always ran out on you, and a very vivid memory of mine is they used to squeak. The coating on the boards had a shinier texture to them, and then the pens just used to squeak over them. It would be fun to see if they still do that today. But also thinking back, I'm not sure I ever actually completed one of these boards when I was a kid. They were always half-finished pieces that get shoved under the stairs at my nan's house. So in typical YouTube challenge-esque fashion, I am going to try and complete one of these boards using only the 3 pens provided, and hopefully the pens will last long enough for me to actually complete the board. We will see. So the board that I've gone for today is this one with lovely teddy bears on and an I love you. So I'm going to try and complete this using just these 3 pens. And it was quite a challenge just me finding these boards. They weren't as readily available as what I remember as a child. And there's probably a good reason for that, which we're probably going to discover in this video. But during my search for this board, I actually came across like a new variation on Amazon. So stay tuned for the end of the video and I will show you those and do a little review on them as well. Without further ado, let's get into it. So let's get to this and unwrapping. It's going to be a little bit hard to show you all of the board at one time just because of how large the boards are, but as you can see, 3 magic pens, primary colours. So I think the way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to start by colouring the hearts red, and then every other element I'm going to try and use all 3 colours in and do it like a gradient ombre rainbow effect and see how I get on with that. Yeah, these are still the same terrible looking pens that I remember as a child. Let's start, shall we? And let's go with the big heart at the top. Not as squeaky as I remember so far. Now, I don't know if it's the coating on these, or you can still hear it though. Oh yeah, there's a bit of squeak. Now the colour's always a lot lighter. Shouldn't really go over it twice. I'm probably not going to have much ink. Let's go for the big one. Now, I think one of the things that I'm going to have to be careful and mindful about is because this cardstock is coated, I bet it's going to rub off on the bottom of my hand. Obviously, it's not yet, but that always happened to you as a kid, didn't it? All the pens would rub off onto the bottom of your hands and you just smudge everything everywhere. So far, so good. I mean, the pen's not brilliant, but it's not bad. Not as bad as I remember them being as a child. Let me know in the comments your memories of doing these art boards as a kid. Like, do you remember them? Did you have them available to you? Or is this just very much a UK thing? Right then, let's try and do a bit of a gradient. So I might do it the other way round, so I might try and start, let's do it with an arm first. I think I might try and do all the way around the outside and then work my way into the middle. Should we still go yellow or shall we go, yeah, let's still go yellow. This yellow is going to be wrecked by the end of this. Now I've just got to this section here and I've realised there wasn't actually a line for his face, and I'm not entirely sure what is going on here. I think that's the paw coming up maybe, and that's his foot over his head, or is that like his knee? I'm wondering if there's a bit of AI going on here, or if it's just really poorly drawn. And now I've just realised that he's missing an ear as well. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you only had these 3 colours to complete a picture like this, how would you approach it? Would you have done anything differently? Background, I've decided to go around everything in yellow to really highlight it and stand out. And then I thought I'd do blue next and then work my way out to the outside where there might just be another hint of red. But my red pen is starting to fall victim of running out. So I've put it to one side for the minute and put the lid back on, and I hope that it might give me enough life left to finish this. But that was always going to be a risk with these pens, wasn't it? I honestly thought this picture would turn out extremely terrible. I mean, it's not good in any way, shape or form, but I don't think it's as bad as what I was expecting it to come out. We are all finished. So here is my completed board. It looks a little bit like one of those like negative images filter things you can put on your pictures, doesn't it? A bit psychedelic. I don't think I've done too bad for only being able to use like 3 colours. I wouldn't say I'm really happy with how it turned out, but I'm not unhappy. It's definitely come out better than what I expected it to come out. I thought it would be bloody awful. It's not too bad. So I did say if you stay tuned to the end of the video, I will show you the other product I came across, which is like the modern version. On Amazon, you get a pack of 2, and these are called Colour Therapy Felt Art. So this one's a bit more like a Zentangle pattern, and you got 2, both exactly the same, only you've got, let's say, 5 pens. You actually get 6 pens with that one. That's better in completing a picture. When I say like a modern version, what I mean by that is they're not actually on solid thick boards. They are actually on a thicker card. So in typical Neil Buchanan Art Attack style, here is one I prepared earlier. So I completed this in exactly the same way. I just stuck to the colours that were provided, and this was my end result with that one. I'm quite pleased with that. That was quite a nice colouring project. I feel like this is definitely more for the adult, but also these are nice and easy to frame. So because they are thinner, they are a lot easier to store than these big boards. So that's why I said like it's a modern version. That was a bit of a fun, crazy, nostalgic video. Please let me know in the comments all of your memories and your stories from your childhood. Please hit that like button if you've enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more crazy arts and crafts exploration from me, please hit subscribe and stay tuned to see more. Bye bye.